welcome back, and as always, thank you so much for spending a little time with us. It's Tuesday and the third day of December. Not necessarily felt like it out there. Clouds have been on the increase, temperatures as well, at least in comparison to where they should be. And we've got more details on not one, but two systems that are really going to play significant roles in our weather forecast for the end of the week and your weekend, the first of next week. And right in the middle of all of that, of course, is our annual Sagersville Hometown Christmas celebration that will culminate with the parade on Saturday night. Where does that sit in between not one but two storm systems that are going to deliver 2 rounds of precipitation to eastern Kentucky, possibly totaling several inches of rainfall? Well, I've got a window there. I'll tell you where we fit in that window and the latest from the National Weather Service. A significant update from this time last evening. We'll give you this much. I hope the forecast at this point pans out. Not that it's a good forecast. It's ugly, but it's working out pretty well time-wise. I'll elaborate more on that in just a second. Tomorrow is also your last day of sunshine for several days. Enjoy it and get those last-minute holiday errands and decorations up, because after that it's just going to be ugly outside for pretty much days on end. A little break there in the middle. We'll get to that in just a second, as well as local headlines tonight. An inmate at the federal United States Penitentiary Big Sandy Prison in Martin County, of course not to be confused with the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center in Johnson County, died Monday. Floyd County Coroner Greg Nelson says that they are investigating this as a possible homicide. Nelson says the inmate was taken to the Highlands Regional Medical Center after the incident, which took place yesterday afternoon right around 3:15. We know that inmate has now officially been identified by authorities. It happened in a housing unit. There were several inmates involved. Gregory Kittle was taken to the medical center and then pronounced dead at that facility about an hour and 15 minutes after the assault or attack took place. Now, the FBI has been called in to investigate alongside local authorities. Autopsy results are pending. Kittle was a 32-year-old who had been serving a portion of a 10-year sentence for assault and assault with intent to kill charges, as well as assault of a law enforcement officer and threats to injure another person in possession of a firearm. He had been sentenced there since 2012 in the month of October after being sentenced in the District of Columbia Court. As far as other individuals involved, that information is not readily available. They are reporting from the prison, though, that no inmates or no guards suffered any injuries as a result of the altercation, which is still, as I said, under investigation. It's just something you can never take for granted, and that's the fact that an old, unused automobile gasoline tank that's been sitting, say, out in a field or a barn for decades even, is safe to cut on. Gasoline, residue, fumes inside are always a prevalent danger. Case in point, a Greenup County man is in critical condition tonight after an explosion after he was cutting some scrap metal with a blowtorch. He's been identified by authorities in Greenup County as Rick Bush, 44, of Greenup, who was burned over most of his body after an explosion around 3:30 in the afternoon on yesterday. The Sheriff's Department says that he was cutting scrap metal, which is often, as in this case, a means to earn some extra cash. In his sick circumstance, we're told that he was doing so for the holidays, and he was cutting a gasoline tank from an automobile, and there was fumes and or gasoline residue inside. The explosion, we are told, literally blew him back from the cutting site 20 to 25 feet, and he did suffer serious burns, some second and third degree, we're told, over the majority of his body. He is still in the Cabell Huntington Hospital in critical condition at this hour. The former mayor of Olive Hill has pleaded guilty to a drug trafficking charge. He resigned shortly after being arrested in late 2012. Now, Danny Sparks entered a plea yesterday in Carter County Circuit Court to felony charges of trafficking in the illegal weed. He was mayor until his resignation in October of 2012. That was just shortly after he was arrested. Prosecutors have since recommended a 2-year sentence. He is to be formally sentenced on the 6th day of the new year for selling marijuana to an undercover police officer next to an elementary school in the community of Olive Hill. Well, the holidays are always a busy travel period, and there's no signs of this one letting up. So please use a little extra caution for the well-being and betterment of yourself, rather. throughout the holidays. Preliminary data indicates that, for example, last week 13 people died in 12 separate auto crashes on Kentucky's roads. 4 fatalities occurred prior to the official start of the Thanksgiving holiday period. One single fatality motor crash occurred in each of the counties of Boone, Jefferson, and Whitley. The Jefferson County victim was not wearing a seatbelt, and then 7 fatalities were reported as the result of 6 motor vehicle crashes during the Thanksgiving holiday period, which started at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. And state police and local authorities are out in extra force as always, but it takes a little vigilance from us all to be safe. Local news will start after these messages.
It's time to cherish and a time to remember the reason and to pause and relish in the joy and spread the spirit of the Christmas season. And it's best done with a holiday stop at the Seasonal Shop in Sagersville, where the trees, from simple to lavish, are all gleaming with Christmas cheer, and where the decor, the colors, textures, and designs all come together as we hope with your family and friends this Christmas. So let the Seasonal Shop help brighten your home with a little festive decorating, from an ornament to adorn your tree or a complete collection to warm your hearts and homes. The region's biggest and brightest selection of holiday decor this side of the North Pole is at Fraser's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville. Check out our daily specials that get even better after 4 p.m. only at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Wednesday's special is a 3-piece dinner with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit, $5.99 for a breast, thigh, and a leg, or $4.99 for a leg, thigh, and a wing, and you can take $1 off of both after 4 p.m. only at your Sagersville Lee's.
Hi, I'm Don McFarland. I'm an attorney in Sagersville, Kentucky. I'm here to serve you and meet your legal needs. If your family or loved ones get in trouble, or if trouble comes to your door, then it's always good to have a friendly face that you can call on. So please, give me a call. I've been here my entire life. I was born here. I was raised here. I grew up here. I have a family here. I've been practicing law here in Sagersville since 1994. So when you have times of trouble and times of pain, then pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne. 349-9000.
The 2014 Terexes are in with a newly redesigned 800cc power plant and a new 2-seat configuration. And the XP1000 is on the ground. 107 horsepower and a world-class suspension, plus Polaris financing as low as 2.99%, 5.99 for up to 72 months. But it's only good till the end of the year at Conley's Kawasaki and Polaris of Paintsville.
Howdy, Hatfield. I reckon I'll take my pig back.
Ain't your pig.
Yeah, it is.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is, and I can prove it. Ma, I just sent a picture of our missing pig. Tell everybody it's time to start feuding.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I guess ain't gonna be no feud. Real nice picture, though.
We'll put it on Instagram.
Appalachian Wireless's 4G. Great pictures, video, text, and talk. Bigger savings, better service. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
They've got mug boots for the hills and the mud, work boots for on and off the job, like the newest and maybe most comfortable, hardest working Red Wing ever. They've got Western boots for kicking up your heels and a whole new store full of the newest styles from all the famous makers you love, like Wrangler, Carhartt, Ariat, Miss Me, Leathers by Scully, and more at the brand spanking new Red's Boot Barn in Sagersville.
Well, indeed, the holidays are upon us. We'll be focusing on that as much as possible. I'll remind you at this time that Candy Cane Lane is open. I haven't been there as of yet. My intentions are to possibly go over tonight and get a little video before all the rain starts, even though I think I still got a window for that to happen tomorrow night. The sooner the better, though. Just a reminder, as of 6 o'clock every evening until they turn the lights off, and I don't have the time of close, I'll find out for you when I head over. I think it might be around 10 or 12. Nevertheless, you've got time to, certainly through the holidays, venture over to Candy Cane Lane and check out the lights there, the Gardner Farm on top of the Ivy Point Hill. The Nutcracker is ongoing all week. Time to crack the nut, as my family says. Lacey's been doing it for many, many years, and a lot of local dancers here throughout the viewing area, and of course part of Dance Etc. in Prestonsburg. The annual Nutcracker performances are all week long, so that's where I'm headed in just a few moments. Probably see a few of you there throughout the week, most certainly. One of the things on my schedule today was to venture down and see some friends of mine at the lower end of town in Sagersville, and just a couple of, albeit minor emergencies, kept me on a personal note from doing so. So I need to make mention of it tonight, and I'll have something to show you and remind you tomorrow. But our friends down at the Keeping Room opposite of the newsroom here on East Maple Street, down at the lower end of town in Sagersville on the right if you're going out of town. They're having their 15th annual Christmas, old-fashioned, mind you, Christmas open house this Friday and Saturday, 10 till 5, both days. Now, I've taken you through there a couple of occasions, on many occasions throughout our years, and shown you the primitive handcrafts, antiques, and much, much more. They're going to have, and I believe it's mulled cider, if I'm reading this correctly, baked goods to be served, door prizes, drawings on Saturday the 7th, 349-3358 if you need to give them a call for any reason. But it's just one of those places where you can find so many neat things that you just simply can't find anywhere else. A lot of them handcrafted, and a lot of them from a long time ago, or made to look as though they are. And they'll be having their open house, that is, once again, Friday and Saturday, 10 till 5 both days. And I'll have you hopefully a little something to remind you on the program tomorrow. An auto accident this morning seriously injured a McGoffin County man on his way to work. Responding to the call was the McGoffin County Rescue Squad and the Sheriff's Department, as well as the Transtar Ambulance Service.
It was still dark after the occupant of this vehicle, the driver, the sole occupant, was removed from the small pickup truck. But you can see by the grainy images there was some serious damage done. Frank Howard was on his way to work on West 460 this morning in McGoffin County, what is commonly referred to the Ben Patrick Curve in that area. And the north side of that hill, as most everyone knows who's been driving around here for several years, holds moisture a lot longer, and that made it a little bit slicker than normal. He lost control of his vehicle due to that and other conditions possibly. The vehicle was believed to have gone into a slide and then flipped and overturned. Rescue personnel say that Mr. Howard's leg was ejected through one window and he was still partially trapped inside, his leg up underneath the dash. They had to use the jaws of life to cut open or pry open the passenger side door so he could be removed from the vehicle. Thereafter, he was placed in a Stokes basket and transported back up the embankment that the vehicle went over and then transported by ambulance to the ARH Medical Center. We believe he suffered non-life-threatening injuries as a result of an accident that certainly could have been much worse. Mr. Howard's was the only vehicle involved.
Well, Saturday's going to be a big day here in Sagersville, the 7th annual Sagersville Hometown Christmas, culminating with Santa and the parade towards the end of the evening. Everyone is anticipating it with a great deal of joy and excitement, but the weather has something to say about that, possibly. At the start of the program, I told you about not one but two big systems that are really going to make a nasty go of it for days on end. But right now, and that's with my fingers crossed, literally, right now there might be a window of opportunity. I'll share that with you in just a few moments, hoping that it's going to hold true. It's not a good forecast, but like I said, it may cooperate with us. But for now, we need to talk about the parade on another note to give you a heads up about the traveling into and out of the Sagersville area. Fire Chief Paul Howard was actually at the scene of a non-injury auto accident in front of Dairy Queen this afternoon. Nothing to really report there. But I was there to question him about a structure fire that his department responded to last evening. And it was after that that he gave us information from the mayor's office in Sagersville in regards to how they're going to be planning traffic into, well, before, into, out, and after the parade and festivities.
Yeah, we had a abandoned trailer on Horsepen that was we fought in, at about 12:30 last night. It was a total loss. No electric, no power to it, so it's under investigation, cause and origin, suspected arson.
No injuries or anything of a serious nature?
No.
So while I had you here, now we're talking about the Christmas parade and trying to get everybody in and out and safely and having a good time. What's the protocol going to be?
At 5 p.m. on Saturday evening, this coming Saturday, we are going to shut down Route 114, Parkway Drive, at 5 p.m. in the afternoon on both ends from the Somerset red lights all the way up to the Catholic Church red lights will be shut down, except for people that lives in that area. Because we're going to be putting the floats out in the middle of the road. There'll be a lot of little kids and floats in the middle of the road. And it's dark and won't be able to visibility for their safety. Also, we're going to shut town down on Route 40 at our usual place up in front of Harrods Cable, and we'll shut town down on the red lights right in the main part of town. We set Route 7 down there at the Rescue Squad building. We're not going to let traffic into town until the parade gets back from its original starting point. If anybody parks at IGA parking lot to watch the parade, they will not be able to go down into town until the parade comes back out. So if you're going to participate in the Santa Claus giveaway that will be at the fire department this year, we need you lined up, but we need you downtown for you to find a spot downtown around the fire department or the main stretch of town, so you won't be trying to get into town. Try to work with us. It's going to be a hectic time, and we hope everybody a safe Merry Christmas.
And Howard says what he basically means by getting into the downtown area, traffic is going to be totally blocked for any in traffic there at the rescue squad base there at the Somerset red lights, as we still refer to them, and then at the Speedway red light. Getting into those areas is going to be totally prohibited until the parade, and everyone that was in the parade is all the way back out into their original point of origin up around Joy Global and McGoffin County Funeral Home. Now, if you're parked down in those areas in downtown, the park and the IGA, you can get out, but getting into the downtown area is just not going to happen due to the safety of all of our little people and everyone involved, because it's going to be dark, even with all the Christmas lights, and it's going to be very crowded. They want to make sure everyone stays safe. So keep that in mind. And just plan on coming and staying a while, unless the weather has something to say about that. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. Tonight's community calendar is brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau and starts with a birthday wish. The birthday boy being Gary Richard Hilton. Happy, happy birthday to you, Gary Richard, from a whole lot of friends and family. Happy birthday today, Tuesday the 6th, to Gary Richard Hilton. A reminder, a great Christmas gift item for maybe someone that's hard to buy for on your list, or something sweet for yourself. Fruit still available through the McGoffin County FFA program at the McGoffin County High School in the Agriculture Department. You can get your orders in only until this Friday, and it's a one-week turnaround. Fruit can be picked up on December the 13th. Fruit, those hams, nuts they have to order, always beautifully selected. You can get nice big gift boxes, and you can get it by calling 349-5188 or contacting any McGoffin County High School FFA member. No picking and grinning for the month of December due to the holidays, but Merry Christmas to you from everyone at Kearney Free Will Baptist Church. A memory and learning styles lesson. The first was today. This next will be tomorrow at the Sayersville Grade School, 9:30 in the morning, parents. This is for students who are in 4th and 7th grades, and any parent who wants to find ways to improve your child's memory is invited to observe this lesson at one of the following schools. And might be a good thing for somebody like me to sit in on as well. I don't know. Never know. Can't hurt. Sayersville Grade School tomorrow at 9:30. Middle School Thursday at 8:15. North McGoffin Friday at 10:30. The Joy of Christmas, as I've already referred to, the Sayersville Hometown Christmas Celebration is this Saturday. But a reminder, it all starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon with the opening ceremonies of the cabins, the tree lighting by the Sayersville National Bank at 5:30, the parade at 6, and here's keeping those fingers crossed for some cooperating weather. We'll get to all that in a second. For now, this is how you get calendar announcements on the program. And the following are obituaries brought to you on behalf of our friends at the McGoffin County Funeral Home. One listing tonight in honor of 46-year-old Tammy Shepard Poe of Mining Fork, who passed away on Sunday. She is the daughter of Stella Joseph Wireman and the late Orville Shepard, and she leaves behind her husband, Robert Ray Poe, sons William Cleek, Austin Blake Blanton, and daughter Courtney Hitz. Funeral services for Tammy Poe are going to be held tomorrow morning at 11 from the Licking River Baptist Church here in Sayersville. Burial is going to follow the ceremony in the Joseph Cemetery at Royalton, and the family wants to remind everyone that contributions can be made in lieu of flowers to the Tammy Poe Memorial Fund through the Sayersville Funeral Home. Sayersville Medical Center is proud to welcome their newest provider and member of the family nurse practitioner Erica Blackburn, caring for children's sick and well visits, adult acute and chronic conditions, and women's health issues. And they're pleased to invite you to join them for a meet and greet in her honor and yours on Friday, December the 13th from 3 to 5 at Sayersville Medical Center. They're serving refreshments and giving away door prizes. You don't have to be present to win, but they look forward to seeing you as they embark on their exciting future with their newest provider, Erica Blackburn, family nurse practitioner.
Whoa! Ho! Head over to Home Furniture to lighten my load and get a great deal.
Bundle packages are here. Purchase TVs, receive your choice of a Blu-ray, DVD, Xbox 360, or Wii game system. Purchase a mattress set, get a free sheet set and mattress pad. Purchase an adult recliner, receive a free kids recliner. Financing for 36 months, 0% interest to qualified buyers.
Home Furniture, Highlands Plaza, Prestonsburg.
It's so new it doesn't even have a name, but it does have an amazing taste all its own. 4 pancakes, butter, syrup, plus your choice of any of our dozens of DQ toppings with a little whipped cream on top, and of course some of our world-famous DQ soft serve. And you can add bacon, sausage, or even a little country ham for a full-blown breakfast treat. So sink your taste buds into a quarter or even half-pound grill burger fixed exactly like you like. And you want to know the best part? James says you can have either one for breakfast as early as you want, but only at your Sagersville DQ. From time and money saving services like their overdraft protection, telephone and online banking services, to finding the right home, college, or car loan, to personalized checking and savings accounts designed around your exact needs, Sagersville National Bank is still your best choice and the same locally owned and operated bank that's been looking out for your family's financial health since 1902. Sagersville National, restoring the piggy bank population one savings at a time.
At the end of every race, Mark Martin hangs up his driving gloves. He hangs up his fire suit. And he hangs up his helmet. Which is why he picks up his phone and opens the ER Extra app. The app shows ER Extra wait times, locations, and more. It's the one safeguard Mark Martin is never without. ER Extra at Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Here's a prime example of some of the nice trade-ins we get here at Premier Motor Sales in Paintsville, Kentucky. You're looking at a 2007 model Chevy Avalanche LT with the towing package and the wood grain dash. It is a 4-wheel drive. Check the book value, folks. Well over the asking price for only $16,950 or best offer. Come see us at Premier Motor Sales here in Paintsville, Kentucky.
I've still got at least one and I think 2 big stories before the week's end to bring you. But tonight, as I'm off to the Nutcracker, I've got one big story that I have to do every evening. Tonight it's just a little bigger than usual, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Your Licking Valley RECC forecast does paint a picture of locally heavy rain possible at times from Thursday through Sunday night. It's not one but 2 significant storm systems are going to deliver a couple of rounds of precipitation to pretty much all of the viewing area.
And there's been another update since the start of the program, and we're still hopeful. How hopeful? Well, take a look at it with me. Your Licking Valley RECC forecast has us under mostly cloudy skies continued tonight, a low of 46 degrees. 38 was our low this morning. We topped out at 59. Very comfortable and somewhat above average degrees on your Tuesday. Tomorrow, that trend continues. A little more sun in the forecast. That's always a good thing. But all this warm air is not going to come for free. 66 right now is where we're going to see for daytime highs. Check out tomorrow night's low. Not falling very far to 57 degrees, folks. That's about where we topped out today for our high. We'll see partly sunny skies. We'll see a dry day Sunday. We've got one more coming. That's a sure thing. Now, there is a 20% chance of some isolated showers there across the bottom of your screen. We're talking about late Wednesday night, and it's a very slim chance. The bulk of the rain that's going to fall due to not one but 2 systems and a lot of low pressure coming through, rolling through on more than one occasion, really starts Thursday morning. The last update I've got for you, rain mainly after 11 o'clock Thursday morning. Temperatures still way above average, 65 degrees. It's going to be rainy. It's going to continue to rain. We'll pick up a couple of inches possibly in the first round, maybe a couple or more in the second round. I think the first actually should bear more rainfall. Nevertheless, there is a potential for some flooding, but it's small because it's going to be spread out over so many days. Nevertheless, 65-42, rain across the board on your Thursday, and more rain all day and not so much all night Friday. Right now, should start to wane around 1 or 2 o'clock Saturday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, and then that's where I'm hoping our window is going to stay open for a while. The cold air rushes in, and it's going to feel like Christmas for the Christmas celebration. We're hoping to see 35. Let's back that up. 52 for the Friday, 65 on Thursday, but then Saturday, 35, very chilly degrees, and a low of 27. Saturday looks to be pretty much dry. Now, there is a slight chance of some rain and snow during the onset of Saturday, but there's a better shot of seeing some snow Saturday night. So we'll see another round of moisture build in Saturday night, and with that below freezing temperature 27, it will be snow, and then it's going to change back over to rain on your Sunday, and maybe even a little wintry mix in there, of course, when it all changes over, getting up to 41 Sunday. Clouds, rain, possibly some sleet, snow mix in there. It's going to be messy, and then that mess is going to continue on into your Monday with more of the same. I don't know any other way to say it. It's just going to be ugly for days, a whole lot of rain that's going to add up. But like I said, it's going to be sparsed out over such a long window of several days. Don't see any flooding problems. And right now we do see a chance of some decent weather, albeit wintry weather, for everything going on Saturday evening, afternoon and evening in downtown Sagersville. As it gets a little closer, we'll know more. It's just Tuesday, folks, and it could all change one way or the other. Well, and back. With that said, I'm off to the Nutcracker at the Mountain Arts Center. Probably see some of you there throughout the rest of the week, if not tonight. We'll be back here with more news and headlines tomorrow night when I see you then. Thanks for watching.